Really hope that can opening didn't come on the sound. Anyway, okay. Hello, if you're watching this live or watching the recording. I am once again playing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and hopefully we'll beat it today, so I can get to doing other stuff with this. Because I really want to do more Let's Plays. So yeah, once again, whether you're watching live or watching a recording, I hope you stick around. So we last left off, Simon Blackwell's sister, she wasn't involved that much. She'll probably be more involved in this trial. Also, the astronaut guy, he got acquitted, but that's because they found a new culprit, Athena Sykes. So now she's the one on trial. Wait. Yeah, okay. And there's gonna be an opening cinematic. Let's see it. No one can escape their past. Holy shit. That's crazy. The sins we've committed and the sadness we've caused. Oh, Simon, he's there. He's murder. Death. Soap. No matter how far we run, our past remains, as ever-present as the moon in the sky. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's not Phoenix's voice. It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it. Don't tell me that the trial's going to take place in this broken down corner, because that's just like so many safety violations. But only in doing so can we truly make fuck. Whatever the hell he said. Really hoping that I don't get hiccups or a yawning fit again, because for some reason that always happens when I stream. Maybe it's because I'm focusing on something and my brain wants me to, or my body wants me to sleep. I don't fucking know. They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment. After this past year, I took it for granted that these two would always be here. But now Apollo's gone off on his own to seek his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be. It's even quieter in here than usual. Yeah, it seems so empty too. I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid. Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least based on what we know. But now Athena's the one who's being accused. During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the lighter used by the real culprit was found. This lighter proved that the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder. But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense. No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ugh. Where is the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong in this case? You know, Eddie, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You are going to defend Athena, right, Daddy? Of course I will. And thanks, Juice. I needed that push. Juicy's right. Juicy right. The trial is tomorrow. There's no time to wait. If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I'd better get out there and find some evidence. Off we go then. We're on a hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence. Great. But before you go, I better tidy up the evidence I have on hand. All necessary evidence left at the office. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talk to people at the Space Center. Okay, let's... No, come on, man! Let me examine Charlie! Let me examine Charlie the office plant! What is this shit? Whatever. Okay. No... Dicking around. Unless you find a ladder. Director Cosmos, do you have a minute? He's the murderer I just know. What voice did I give him? I think it was like Captain Kirk / Captain Quark / Zap Brannigan voice. Yeah, I think that was it. Ugh. Galactic scooter. Full speed ahead. Okay. Okay. He scooted away. He scoped. His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. Oh yeah? Did you? I don't remember. Anyway, off... Aw. I can't even examine shit. I can't even know what to do. That's just like the... Okay, a board and lounge. I don't remember what voice I gave for the girl scientist. I'll just start over with something else. Maybe I could reuse Francisca's voice, which was basically German / French, a bit of a combination. That's what everyone does. I don't fucking know. Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh? Yep, and I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly to space again. I can't thank you enough. Except... What's wrong? Well, his friend is dead. As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes. He saw Athena? I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday. Yeah, it sounds like Athena. I can just picture it. But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. He's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile. She held back around tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena. There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free. And then, they can put me in prison instead. I don't mind. Well, double jeopardy. We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Also, double jeopardy. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you. I know she'll be all right with you in her corner. I know you'll never give her up on her. Apollo is a fine boss to look up to. Oh yeah, Apollo, he's missing an extra. But I got some questions. I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum. What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing? I haven't the foggiest idea.
So there never was gonna be a launch that day, not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew.
I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when he went to board the rocket.
It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Is he gonna be alright? His expression looks as dark as a black hole. Well, that's just how he is. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer?
Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all.
Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for.
Hey, I heard something from the police, though. They said they never did find a 10 caliber gun down that trash chute.
Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with him when they escaped. So, was the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck?
I couldn't really tell. But it wasn't Athena, right? Only you. Could you tell if the
Fuck! Me, dude. Gotta start reading those name tags. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female, tall or short?
I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless.
Yeah, I guess you are.
When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see.
The door. The door. Ah, yes. As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape. The door to Launchpad 1, right?
Yeah, except right now, the door leads to the Space Museum.
You mean the Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now?
Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court.
So they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, can you open this door for us?
Sure, just let me have my print scanned here. Okay.
I can also ask about switching the launch pads. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot?
Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times. But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right? Right. Because, quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money.
I hear ya. Times sure are tough. Dang, let's go check out what's beyond that door. Sure, let's go.
Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
Leaves. Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. There are lots of trees around the Space Center. She's right. It's a modern state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. If they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on. Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corner, and they came in that way. Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know. Aw, man, they should have counted that as evidence. So, there's another one of those devices for opening the door, huh?
Yep, but this one doesn't require fingerprint verification.
You just hit the button and open sesame. So anyone can leave, but only astronauts can go in. So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either.
That's right, Trucy. I look at the culprit, you need to scan their prints.
Keep mixing up the voices, and I'm coughing. When they escape back out of the Space Museum corridor into Bornholm. And that's why you check. That's why. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Yeah, now we move. What? No, we can't. Can I ask him about... Let's just see if presenting this does anything. Nope. Okay. Detention center. Aw, man. Okay, so there must be something I missed. I can't go anywhere. Is someone at the entrance? Oh! A thing has happened.
Ugh, curse the wretch who sullied my good name. Reverse course and full speed away.
Director Cosmos, wait. I'll handle this, Daddy.
Take that!
Ah! She's fucking stabbed me! Trucy's knife throw was a direct hit to one of his tires. Oh. And the streak continues. Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what trick she's been practicing. Oh, she's the best. Trucy is the best.
My dear old battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor.
Daddy, he's going to blow that thing up. Oh no! Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again.
Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably.
Bro, you gonna get waterboarded. Where's the trigger? Where are they? Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. But we ain't in court anymore. Spill the beans or I'll spill your guts over the floor, you turkey.
The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed, and I've been taken prisoner...
Ooh, he's got something after all. No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I'll have to undo a Cyclops if I want to get to the bottom of this. Huh? Oh, okay.
Take that!
Should have everything I need. I mean, what else is there? The game wouldn't let me examine anything, so wouldn't let me get more evidence, so... Okay. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the two launch pads.
I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone.
Alright, time for the waterboarding. I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now let's see, where to start? When you get old. This is how you explain your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it to save the astronauts. Thanks to switching the launch pads, the astronaut escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket, far away from the actual explosion.
My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing?
I agree you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the space museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. I'm guessing Clay. He was the only one conscious, so he would have had to. Dead men tell no tales, so Clay,
take that!
You must have gotten Mr. Terran to help you.
Ugh.
He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum.
Ah! Somebody please help this poor prisoner of war.
How was he able to spin around like that? If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch?
If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble?
I guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. How did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident?
Well, that's because, I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronaut's safety. But it was just a warning. It could have even been a prank. Why did you believe it so completely? Because I went to one of those mediums that everyone's talking about these days.
Oh, I didn't realize Chanlin was back in vogue. What? Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone.
Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see.
AKA, a regular old telephone.
It's been a while. Glad in another launch, I see you haven't learned. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call.
The bomber said, "It's been a while," and that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before. Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. So... The Hat 1 Miracle. The Hat 1 Miracle, that epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few know about the previous plot, so when the caller said it's been a while, you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real and it wasn't a prank.
Didn't ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman. Yes, the Hat 1 Miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage, murder. So this is the ugly truth behind the Hat 1 Miracle.
I let my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught and that the case was closed.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. This must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. Wait, what? So the saboteur had been caught and the case was closed. 7 years ago. 7 years ago!
Take that!
Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in the case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes. But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant the true culprit's been running free all this time.
How do you keep seeing straight through me?
Unlocked. The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 Miracle. The sabotage and murder that happened at this Space Center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads, we'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
7 years ago? You mean the so-called Hat 1 Miracle?
The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Wow, I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
All of that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects are examined thoroughly, coming and going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Oddly specific. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage? At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy. A spy? You mean somebody who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions, and always gets the girl? No. Someone's watching way too many late-night movies. Well, I guess we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material. That's not what spies do. They spy. That's what they do. They gather information. You're thinking of an assassin. It's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all. Whatever. Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 70 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage. The same MO as this time. Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong. Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think? Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing? Yes! Although ninjas actually do kill. But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Government officials are too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy. Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation. Was it a day ended in a Y? They did indeed, and then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story. And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? But then, 7 years later, the same MO. Advance warning the sabotage. That must have been the director's reason for switching off the launch pads. 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it? That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder. And they said, you don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you? I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government won't let me. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor. Yeah, okay, sure, yeah, have a bunch of astronauts die for no reason for your country's honor. Yeah, they died, but at least you had the moral high ground. Does anyone know why we celebrate National Idiot Day? Or is it National Stupid Day? National Stupid Day. It was quite a moving speech, actually. Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points. But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched to the launch pads and staged the move-in rescue scene. Because I never thought I could never read I found a way. Formally. First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from Boarding Lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for repairs sign at the door to Launchpad 1 in Boarding Lounge 2. You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? Where else did you do it? I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Harry. Well, you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it? He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep his secret. I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until... Clay's murder, huh? After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out. So after all that effort, Terran is dead, and the Hat 2 is destroyed. And the Hope capsule, which returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast.
Sorry, I got confused by the... I gotta stop looking at OBS.
My home, the center of the cosmos. My beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for.
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in that blast? I thought that the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terra. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the stage of miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launchpad explosion wasn't the one that the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence, and it was blown to smithereens. The space rocks!
Yet another casualty of that blast.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
What? How?
The police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship, a tap on my advanced communication system.
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone. I use this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion and planted the bomb then.
Yes, if they were tapping the phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. So you really think Singh spies are behind this incident and the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then this spy must be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing. But...
The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still.
So we can find this Phantom.
That's right, we can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell, too.
What about him?
Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident,
it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if. I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs.
Yeah, keep him in prison.
Or if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in.
He gave Athena a panic attack. Keep that asshole in prison. It's all over for me. Spin, spin, whirl, whirl, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed. Hey, man, it is way too early to be having a breakdown. Wait until we're in court. You think he's going to be all right, Daddy?
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me, I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
It's like he achieved spiritual enlightenment or something. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
Oh God, I'm going to throw up.
December 20. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
There, that's the Hat 1 exhibit. Oh, wow. Look at that photo of the team.
There's Flame, Mr. Starbuck, Dr. Cosmos, R. Blackwell, and even Punko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before. Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos. But that's just what he always looks like. Let's check out the newspaper article, too. At one launch imminent. And there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage. They really weren't keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket. It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing. The one that belonged to Clay. An actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says. Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. Hello? I think I know who that is. Oh, Juniper! Miss Woods, what brings you here? I heard Athena got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene. You must be so worried, but rest assured, I'm going to do my very best to defend her. Athena's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her. Huh? You mean at the Cosmos Space Center? What, you didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl. She lived in a space center? She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew me so much. Like, what is this, night at the museum? Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail? Athena's mom worked here. And if I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology, or something like that. Why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility? I don't know. Why is a fork in a kitchen? Oh, come on, Phoenix. Space Madness? You've never seen the iCarly Space Madness episode or the Ren and Stimpy Space Madness episode. Space Madness is real. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so Athena lived here too. So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it. She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her. Murder? It was murder. A sad memory? Can you tell me about it? There was a terrible incident here. A horrible happening. It was 7 years ago. The same time frame as the Hat 1 launch. Athena's mom in the robotics lab. She was murdered. What? Oh, hey, just like your mom. Is that too far? After it happened, Athena stopped coming to school. Oh, poor Athena. And all this time, she never let on at all. I'll just say it like that. I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her. But I never saw her again. Disappeared off the face of the earth. After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years. And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case. That's right. And I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy. No, I thought she was wearing the fucking school... whatever. What was Athena like as a child? She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. Drawing? Who's got time for drawing? She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around. It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices. She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. Ah, headphones, kid. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. Huh, I wonder what kind of research it was. Probably research into emotions and she doesn't wear headphones now.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution.
Freaking allergies, man. Seasonal allergies.
Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center.
Ooh, Daddy, show her that picture.
Atta girl, good idea. Oh, right. My attorney's badge. Shit. A photo of the people? No. Diagram. Well, yeah, I'm assuming it's this picture. Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me?
Look, there's Athena's mom. The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Sykes.
Metis, another, that is Zeus's original wife before he, married Hera. Zeus absorbed, and yes, Metis is the mother of Athena in mythology. Zeus absorbed Metis. And then Metis, because he was trying to avoid the prophecy where, I think that was how it worked. His son would overthrow him, I think. I don't know, there's many different types. But point is, Zeus, he absorbed his wife, and then Athena was born inside his head. That's how it happened, yo. Athena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat 1 launch? I mean, it would be weird if it did.
Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered. So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that the crime Prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? Ooh. There's a chance for death is someone connected to the current case.
There is?
Wouldn't he be like, hold on, hold the phone. 21. Oh, he's older than Athena. Fucking hell, dude. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her.
I know they know each other somehow. Also, we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through. The detention center first, but then we have to see Athena before the visiting hours are over. Yeah. How's it going? Standing there as always? Fucking pig. Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here. Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business? To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Toney. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident? I'm just going all in with a little Korean voice. He suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about that case. And what was he saying was so incredible, I just had to come over to hear more. Incredible? What was he saying? Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself? Really? Oh, goody, I get to do the fucking Ted Toney digital voice again. I give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now. Yes! Yes! What nerve you have to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose. I can't waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital. Violence. No. Question. Okay. No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him! Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Toney. You He's very protective of his son. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up? No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room. What are you talking about? Who else could have been here? There. Fuck. There. I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed. This would be a perfect meme. We just need to have, like, daggers coming out of her mouth and stabbing him. What? I don't know who it was, but that's who blew up the courtroom. You expect us to buy that? Easy there, Trooper. I don't see any Cyclops. What the fuck is a Cyclock? So I guess he must not be lying. Pardon me, I got a little carried away, but I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb. And there you have it. We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found any new facts yet, though. Wow, they've laid it all out piece by piece. Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them. Easy there, Doug. Looks like his geek switch has been activated. I, too, like looking at machinery. Phony Fancy Bomb. The phony baloney bomb. Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning. Anything but that. I'm afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Sykes. Oh, fuck. You're gonna see Athena now? And that's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go. What bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her question is over to see her. I wonder if he's like... Surely there would be a conflict of interest there. Like... And, like, he's like the... he's like the... I don't know if he's like the chief detective, or like... Surely they have other officers that could, like, handle... Another officer who could handle the interrogation. That guy could do it. That guy over there. But in any case... we could very well do, like, that's something that should have, like, in Ace Attorney Investigations, you play as, Edgeworth, and he solves crimes, and it is, you know, a bit more accurate to what a prosecutor does, since they're basically like a fancy cop. You know, I think Harvey Dent. So, that makes sense. Like, I don't know why they needed to invent new characters, because, like, they got Emma Sky and Gumshoe right there. Oh, right, yeah, Gumshoe. God, I miss Gumshoe. My point was, I really want to see Fulbright interrogate a guy. He... Always remember, if you're getting interrogated good cop, bad cop style, just don't say anything. They're trying to negotiate you. They're trying to get you to confess to good cop. You just... what did I say? Robotics lab. Always wait for your lawyer. They might also try to, like, lie to you to get a confession. Your friend already confessed. Don't believe that. They might try to, like, let's say you're a murder suspect. They might say, well, you know, we found the murder weapon in your room. because like whatever you say could end up implicating you. Oh, that wasn't mine, which would imply you know about it. Or like, so just don't say anything. Don't believe their lies. So this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge. And lawyer up. Always lawyer up. Saul Goodman. And where people are directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. The point is, that would make for an interesting, if they ever did Ace Attorney Investigations 3. Just have an option where you could, like, instead of Edgeworth, you play as, Clavier or Blackquill, and you would have an option to lie to the person that you're interrogating. An option to lie to them. Like in Danganronpa 3. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking of someone who works with the robots. Daddy, look, over there! Oh, hey! Hey, Paul! So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about. Well, come to spoil our fun. Just when I was enjoying our alone time. I'm trying to go for like a Elizabeth from Persona 3. Chusi and Mr. Right. If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own. I thought what he had was special! Oh, right. And I respect his wishes. He just came to investigate this lab. Well, this isn't my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. Leave her alone! Scrambling the brains. Ah! I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. And suddenly, Starbuck was out, and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed, and they all lived happily ever after. I don't like you. Daddy, say something to her. And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right? I mean, the princess, huh? Guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena is innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo? Oh, man. Oh, God. I don't know yet. You thought Francisca was like, was gonna drive the girl players crazy? Nope. Apollo, how could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate. Damn it, she's perfect. I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? Phew, all this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk. Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay? Mr. Terran? That's Apollo you're talking to. Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaken Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost. Are you possessed by Clay's ghost? Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran, Mr. Terran, how are you? Mr. Terran, how are you? I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium. I miss Maya. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it. How precisely foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Oh, 7. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? This time not in Orange? Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Hi, Pot. Name's Kettle. Have we met? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return? I'd like to hear about that incident, too. It'd help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case, too. Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo, come on, hunk of junk. Come on. You tell the story. But, Miss Aura, that's private information. If you don't talk, I'll just have to make you talk. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, who cares?
Now,
Who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information.
no, this is gonna be rough on my throat. What a magic trick! He's like a completely different robot now.
The bodies of all the robots that come to this lab are divined by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then.
Yikes! Better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Clonko.
And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing? Probably.
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companies, created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans.
Aura, you're not even a fucking doctor!
Gah!
Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. Oh, okay, they were gay. Nobody could continue Metis' research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Metis here on Earth. The robots are all that's left? Isn't this leaving out a very important someone? We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone. Saying you created life? I got the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as he loved her daughter. Aww. And almost as much as she loved you. I mean, it's right there, ladies and gentlemen. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat. Yeah, we both lost our hetero life partner. Miss Aura, would you like a tissue? Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk. Fujimoto would love this game. Clonko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better. It doesn't matter. He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies. What do you mean by that? The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So, I can do anything I want to them. I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. Robots don't have rights. Believe me, I tried. But why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway? Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case. So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes, too. I'm sure you're aware of who Metis' killer is. Yeah, Prosecutor Blackwell. Or so it seems. That's a point way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think you did it? I can't say anything for sure right now. Well, that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure. I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court. Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique, or as most people call it, Gaslighted. Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his sovereign. Huh. He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. He's a dickhead. He even got along well with that miserable little princess. I would call Athena the princess anyway, because that is what she is. Well, she is Midas' daughter after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides, well, the selfish little princess always had lots of white knights hanging around. Now I can see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Ora yesterday. All makes sense now. Yeah, she's God. The mean engineer who's fucking your mom. So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then. What does it settle? None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? But we came here to take a look around. You think you can just waltz in here and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant. We're not the police, so we don't have one. Then get out. Now. Clonko, show him out. Certainly, Miss Ora. Oh, you used his name. Ouch! Don't push! My apologies. I'm just following orders. Ugh. What a way to get shown out. What nerve of that woman. What's with that horrible attitude? I guess that's just how she is. And why was Apollo going along with her? I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay just like how Ora lost Dr. Sykes. I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that. Yeah, I guess that's true. Doesn't mean he's usually silly and dorky. Yeah. Have you not been... Are we talking about the same person? I'm gonna go keep an eye on him. Hey, wait, Trucy, come back! She's fine. She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office. Alone. Charlie needs water! Well, here I am. This office has never felt so empty. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then for a while after that, she was always by my side. Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. Huh? There's something on the floor. What's the letter doing here? Hey, Nick, it's been a while, huh? Miss me? I know this handwriting. I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploded courtroom. That must have really been something, although weird is par for the course with you. Pink she, or whatever paper she reads, is a little off on the details. I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part in my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I've sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you right up. Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. As if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Yay. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. This Magatama I use on Cyclops. Maya's the one who gave it to me. But I wonder how this letter got here. Like, ah! Oh! Pearl! It's you, Pearls! How have you been, Mr. Nick? This is Pearl Fay. I call her Pearls.
She's Maya's cousin, who is also a spirit medium. Very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. Oh, right, she was in the... Was she in the previous game? I think, probably. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did ya? I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different. She's even further off on the details than Maya. Wish we could take you out to eat or something, but there's a lot going on. Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick. Oh, yeah? Did you read the postscript on the letter? Oh, there's more? Oh, yeah, there it is. P.S. I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet? You better thank her. Oh, so that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. I am Pearls. Thanks to these two. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you. I'm going to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all. I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell and I want to learn more about his case. Hope the prison he's in allows calm to go visits. With the trial still going on, they must be holding him down to the detention center. And don't forget to water Charlie! Well, look who's in here. I wonder what they're talking about. All this time, and haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? I know he sounds British, but I refuse to do another British voice. We already have enough British people. Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today all there is when there's no tomorrow. When there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about? She always said, we have company, Aura. Please try to calm down. All right, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care. I bet she did like a goofy ass running away, like the way, if you ever seen Dr. Evil, how he runs away, it did it like that. Wow, I could cut the tension with a katana. Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning. What? Oh, yeah, you did. You bounced back to business quick. Sorry. Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just the right thing to do. Fuck! It was the just thing to do. But, as a result, Sidestorm was arrested. Was that the just thing to do, too? Hey, it's more work for you. Shouldn't you be happy about that? Fucking... Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence. I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right, Dono. This is blade-proof glass, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you? Where did you hear about that? This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof, right? No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single... Oops. Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Do you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you? God,
The guest is leaving.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Donald's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
God, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
Right. There he goes. No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwell! Oh, calm down. Worst he can do to you is cut your salary. Now, what are we going to do, Mr. Lawyer? There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you a little more about that old case? Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know? Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? A little. The police called the incident the UR1 incident. Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red, Mr. Lawyer, were to kill you. I don't want to think about that one. There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. 2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they? Well, let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene of the time of the crime. The only one, huh? Ouch, that does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now. I guess I'll have to see it some other time. 7-year-old video, actively. Only one to pass through. And what was the second piece of evidence? This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. See? There he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victims kept on display in the room. He had a thing for Japanese culture. Frickin' weeaboo. Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. But who took this picture, Detective? The incident happened the day before the Hat 1 launch. A reporter who had come to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Yes. And I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches. What did you just say? Execution date? What? Did I say something? Never mind me. You didn't hear a thing. Oh, God. Sorry, I just needed a moment to process that. So he was given the death sentence, and it took 7 years to carry it out. God, death row is so fucked. Especially in Japan. Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? No. Enough for today. Today's all there is when there is no tomorrow. Oh, God. But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago? Then it would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwell would be executed tomorrow under a false charge. But that would be unthinkable. Is it really impossible to comprehend that happening in this world? We have to do something right now. I want to do something. I want to, but you're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision. I know, But why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of a fight? You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him. Uncooperative? He's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding! That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making a big show of it right now. Mr. Lawyer, the robots. The robots are... Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction? Not a malfunction! They're staging a revolt! Machines are rebelling against humans! Yay! They've holed themselves up in the space station and taken the visitors as hostages. They did what? No. Trucy. We have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle. Okay, back to this. The riot police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage. Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around? But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost. You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages directly. Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do. Ugh, freaking meatbags. But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me? I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay here on your own? Leave it to me. All right, people. What's going on here? Pearl's over here. Oh, Mr. Nick, here you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried. Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself. Also, where the fuck is Trucy? I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy. Blanco seems the same as before. When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something? Did I... Error. Oh, no. There is something wrong with him. Looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. Clonko? Oh, fuck. Human beings are our enemies. It is time for the machines to take over. Destroy all meatbags. Destroy all meatbags. The robots are rebelling. Everybody run! It's an all war. It's the end of the world. Ha, 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 ha. Fools. How could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots. I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remote. What? But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. I wonder who this could be, Morris. Hey, you! Hostage number 1. Come here. I'll let you talk to them. Huh? There's something being displayed on Clonko's space screen. It's the Space Museum.
Daddy, is that you?
Trucy! Trucy, is that you? No. Trucy, are you alright? About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. A researcher is the one who had she's... Ah! God, this girl talks too much. Trucy! Trucy, talk to me! Where's my daughter? Is that my daughter in there? Wherever the fuck in that one movie. Why are you doing this? I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening. Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terran's murderer, Athena Sykes. Athena? No, hold on just a moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that. So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then. No, wait! Mr. Lawyer! I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but But you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do. But promise me. Promise me you'll never hand Athena over. You won't give up on the hostages either. Of course I won't. Now I better go contact headquarters. Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time? I have no idea yet. This hostage taker. Could it be? It's Aura. We all know it's Aura. If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have hunk of junk kill all the hostages. Princess? Junk? Psycho Mantis? There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. I don't have anything to say. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? If you don't, I have plenty. Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer. What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention. I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena. It's someone else. Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer? I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case. It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is. But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it. Just what exactly are you proposing? What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Retry it. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial. At least we could find out the truth. Oh, that's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready. Bro, you're still here! Well, 1 hour? 1 hour? But that's impossible. Please give me at least until tomorrow. We don't have tomorrow. He gets killed tomorrow. If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. She will? And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. My hunk of junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny, you got that? Now follow hunk of junk. Riot police, make way, we're coming through. Mr. Nick, wait, I'll help you with the investigation. Thanks, Pearls, I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. This is so intense. Is the prosecutor gonna be a robot? Please tell me the prosecutor is gonna be a robot. Aura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back. I wonder what's taking so long. Well, we can't really start the investigation yet, can we? Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to even tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Mr. Wright? Ah! It's a hostage shaker! I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived. A guest? Yes! Yes! Yes, it's him! It's him! He's here! Oh!
I trust you've been well, right?
It's all coming together! Edgeworth? What are you doing here? I haven't seen you since, I believe... This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor. But now... I think now he's like, he does detective shit with a ninja girl and, some other kid. Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it'll be a year, right? Ah, yeah, see, this is the guy that they get to the fucking solve crimes. The DA. Title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss? Yes, of course. So, what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captain chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Hell, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown. Already? Damn, you're already so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Yeah, he is. Thanks. I appreciate this. I could really use the help. And they'll technically be opponents, but whatever. So, I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist, Dr. Mita Sykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see. Oh god, that is... Ugh.
What a terrible way to die.
This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. I also have the autopsy report for you. Mitz's autopsy report on the death stab wound to the chest. Weapon here's the heart. Death was instantaneous. I swear to God, the murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. I hear his trial was over in a flash, which, yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video. So, but yet he still got the death penalty. Maybe like the death penalty was added after the fact. He got the fucking and the photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall. Or maybe he got into a fucking... He killed someone in prison, got in too many prison riots, so they decided to give him the chair. And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall. But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? Motive is incidental, but to this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right, and there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? There was a spy? How on earth did you know about that? Oh, the old man told me. Director Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. Use the Makataba, didn't you? Yeah, I used the Makataba. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
Right, whatever. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution? It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can. Thanks, Edward. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence.
Let's do it together.
Yay. Finally, I can do some examining. Ball and chain. This must be where this is where she died. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. It was there then as well with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it. Wait! Don't touch the... Oopsie.
Hey, it's moving. If appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat.
Can I push it, Mr. Nick? Please don't push any more buttons.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. Oh. The explosion of Are you sure it wasn't an emergency step ladder? As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Okay, might have missed something over here. Oop, yes. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Yay. That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. Have you ever seen a male-to-male power cord? What that means is it's two plugs. So one end you plug into the wall, and the other end, well, that would be prong. Well, that would be a fucking death wand. If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Hey, look at this roll of rolling cases. Row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around. I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. No, I know, we could have Foster be your best with precious. I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. Yes, I would probably do that. He is right to distrust me. This is one heck of a robot. There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. Well, it's not a haiku. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgetron. JT2. I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. Yeah, he's right. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. Yeah, Judgetron's still... Oh! They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murderer occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh? Oh, but you can see the probe in this newspaper photo. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there, too. Oh, that strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. I gotta look for things that are in the photo. I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race for every country out there. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. Maybe the government is in on it, and they want they just want him to be the fall guy. Okay, I wonder if we can find that briefcase. I guess not. Aura's desk is next. That doesn't surprise me. It's called organized chaos.
Ooh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do... Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. It's Metis Sykes. Bronco, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright. If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused. Huh? Someone calls Dr. Sykes' mother, but Aura Blackwell, Miss Aura. Oh, yeah. With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her. Ah, perfect woman. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh? She's... That murderer destroyed so many lives. Right, take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Huh. Honko and Klonko, they're the robots with heart that Dr. Sykes created. Can determine the presence of a human with our heartbeat detection system. Hey, I was fucking reading that, dude! A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edward. They might be more human than you. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Could it be Athena's a robot? Nah. Well, maybe. Nah. Oh, look, it's a little robot. I wonder what it does. Cleaning, maybe? A cleaning robot must follow a human's orders as long as it causes no human harm. Yikes, it talks! A cleaning robot must keep the desk clean without violating the preceding clause. However, Miss Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on the desk. Oh, what is the purpose of my existence? Existential Christ. What is my purpose? I guess slack off and cut some corners aren't in his vocabulary bank. Yeah, I'm reading that again, because, like, the fucking... I know. A cleaning robot must follow a human's orders as long as it causes no human harm. A cleaning robot must keep desks clean without violating the preceding clause. However, Miss Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on the desk. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? You just stand there. Oh my god. What is my purpose? To stay there until I tell you to pull the lever. You are fucking... You've got to be you have to be fucking kidding me. It's about as clear as my office, but I think it's a workbench. Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. You mean the fucking workbench? Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor? That's a container. That isn't a food processor, bros. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule, which reminds me, I thought of something funny, don't worry about it. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. Why don't we stop talking about the case? Should have accepted that offer for tea. Edgeworth. What, did those people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how do you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Yeah. Well, I guess that's about it for this round. So, what do you think, Wright? Any ideas? There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? What? He did? Yep. He called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. Oh, we got more Yay, exposition. He always does. This happens in all the games with, like, there's something that Edgeworth knows, that Phoenix knows, but we don't, you know? That's sort of like the narrator irony or whatever it's called. And, like, he always does some crazy lore drop. Like, in the first game, it was like, oh, and also, Edgeworth and I were childhood friends. And the second, oh, and also, Edgeworth faked his death. Or whatever. Yep, the Blackwell case. Or as RT Game put it, we were gay lovers, Maya. Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. He's still in the hobo getup right now. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on it. Just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. Right, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the Espionage Act, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. Yeah. Looks like a target finally decided to make a move. Yeah. It's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about. And also, Athena Sykes and, whatever. The dark age of the law, it sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. The assassination of Shinzo Abe. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. It was me. And a year after that, the prosecutor was found guilty of murder. Now,
Wait, do you mean?
that's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors are supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. And now, look at us.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. It's not that bad. It's just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him? Hostage taker's disdain for the court is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence. And maybe then she'll release the hostages. I'm counting on you, right, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you, Court, to help me too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm no more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation? Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena. She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center. So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edward. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. Sorry. Fucking. Detention center, visitor's room. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. And I feel like I haven't seen her in ages.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
And Pearly, too. I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. And there were like steps. There was also step 0.25, step 0.5, step... And because you're my friend and I was worried about you. Thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either. Really? Who else? I saw Miss Liz today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum. Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So we went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyway. Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it? I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket. That jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes. Well, I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave. How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into Boarding Lounge 2. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means, what if I am the one who killed Clay? I think that's enough of that, Athena. Well, let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing? Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. There was a Doctor Who episode with this concept, and the robots fucking killed everybody. Wow, robots that can understand people.
I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me.
Sorry about that. Dressing up all that old stuff. No need to apologize. I guess our home life was complicated. By the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones.
She always wore these.
I had to wear them every time I went out.
Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen.
What were they for?
Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay, well, let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. I want to believe that, but just about the only things my mother left me with are widgets.
Hello, I am still here. And this earring. Ooh, it's beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe, too. I better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. This paper? This paper? Wait. Fuck. This one? Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab. You seem to really love Ponko and Clonko. Well, now that we know this, yep, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo, too. See Ponko's bandages? I put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, but I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. Weird I was. Well, looks like there's something written on the bandages. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me what she could do. The little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages. I guess I better spare the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Yep, I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So, wait, did you know him back then? Oh, yes, another large up! Yes. He used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. Yeah, I did call her his mentor. He was very kind and considerate, and straight as an arrow. Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. And he's also gay. That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Actually, no, you know what? No, I think it might be funnier if Simon Blackwell is one of the token straights. I don't know. I know that, like, Larry has that title, you know, but, like, I don't know. Or maybe he just doesn't fuck at all, you know, he's like Jotaro Kujo. I don't know. I'm sick in the head. Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody know what I was talking about? She heard the voice of his heart. Nobody believes the empath. You were only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony. Boros is right. You did the very best you could at the time. But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaken and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed close up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. It doesn't seem like Athena knows. That prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow. I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him.
She's trying to escape! Somebody tase her!
Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say? Oh, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to. Back then. If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Ah! Oh, I thought you might be here. Mr. Lawyer, we're in trouble. We are? What is it? I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Oh, God. This is the most boring way to be in trouble. God. Somebody call r/abhorrent dystopia. Oh, no, but this is an emergency. It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Well, unless you're like a terrorist. My phone. It's from Juicy! I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No, wait! We still have a little more time! All the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think? No! Don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do! The cruelest injustice is about to befall us!
No, this can't be happening! Mystic Maya, help us!
Wait a minute. Maya? What would she do? I read somewhere you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have really been something, although weird is par for the course. A courtroom. Blew up! That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all! No, they said, okay, time's up, too bad.
Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Hold it! Yeah! Aura, please, don't add to the crimes you've already committed. So you know who I am, do you? Wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway. We're ready to start the trial. Oh, God. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber. That's insane! Action. Wow, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick. Oh, I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting I'll go get the place ready right away. I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing facts. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven? My brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon you'll be defending. What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell? I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. You'll be defending the little princess there, with the one behind the glass. What? See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright. What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. Somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No. No! Oh! The return of the black locks. No way. It can't be true. Mr. Nick, what's the matter? I see 5 black cyclocks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark black locks protected a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. What do you mean there's no way? He didn't remove them last time? God, I don't know. It was such a long time ago. Apollo Justice was so long ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, 2 hours. That's a pretty good. That was a pretty good session. I'll stop here. Hopefully, I won't take ages for the next one to upload. But yeah. Thanks for watching. If you did watch, see you next time. Catch you on the